What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video. We are going to do part 2 recapping the World Cup final, the Gymbreakers World Cup, an event. If you're not familiar with it, I did one video on it already. Basically, me and a group of 7 other trainers represented Team USA in this massive World Cup type PvP tournament event. And we're going to take you today through Dre Flames and Gyroonja's battles, 2 of the best battlers in the country. And we are going to recap it. Basically, we are facing the United Kingdom in the final, and we are going to recap a couple of my teammates' battles to see how they did. We recapped the first one. We saw me and my teammate, our team captain, R6 Racing, won about 500. Now we're going to take a look at Dre Flames and Gyroonja. Let's get into the battles. All right, so let's start these battles. Gyroonja up in the first one against Sir Corey. Oh my goodness, I am excited. Gyroonja, if you guys aren't familiar, always one of the top ranked battlers on Silph. One of the best, not just in the United States, but in the world. He's usually like top 5, top 20 on the global leaderboard. So he's in an interesting matchup against a Shadow Gallade here. Gallade's so glassy that Stunfisk actually can win this matchup. If you double bait with Rock Slide and get the shields. And, oh, he went straight for the Earthquake, but still staying in. Stuck in a Mud Shot there, which is really nice. And he's going to take this move. It is the close combat, so he's just going to take the shield advantage, which can be risky. Switch advantage is really important. And, oh my goodness, he's running Water Gun Lappers. That's really interesting. I guess that probably gives it a little bit of a better matchup against Stunfisk, because now you could potentially farm down from here. He still might have to shield once, but I think you farm down, shield once, and you have a Surf for the Gallade. But, you know, the opponent may have aggressively swapped in the Stunfisk because they have a Frostlass in back for the Noctowl, or maybe they have the Articuno in back. That could be. But, yeah, Gallade comes. Oh, no, Medicham. Oh, okay. And Medicham, because of its coverage with Ice Punch, is it's so good, man. It might get off 2 Ice Punches, which will put the Noctowl very low. Let's see, there's 1 Ice Punch. Oh, and they catch. Oh, man, I really wanted to get that thing out of there. This is bad now. Yeah, really needed to. And that's just so unlucky for Gyroonja, because what he's thinking in that moment is he knows the opponent is going to try and sack swap. He's expecting it, so he didn't throw right away because he was expecting them to be counting and to sack it. So that's sometimes where being like really high level at this game actually comes back to bite you, because you weren't expecting it. Going into game number 2 here against Sir Corey. So he's down 0-1. USA versus UK. I've got all the team graphics set up for you guys, and we are anticipating match number 2. Sir Corey locked in, and here we go. Terrible lead for Gyroonja. Not a very good lead at all, and he can't even swap out, really. This is so bad. Going to take it, expecting an Ice Punch here. And it is an Ice Punch, knows he can survive it. Earthquake coming in. This really chunks a Medicham. Looks like the opponent's Medicham is not XL. So that is good for him. Actually, I can't really tell, because I have the team graphics taken mostly from Silph. So they might be slightly different CPs on the screen. Rock Slide. So wow, the Stunfisk really held its own, and the opponent swapped out, but he doesn't really have a solid answer for Gallade. Yeah, he doesn't really have a obvious answer for the Gallade. But these water guns, as you see, are really chunking. Yeah, he knows this Gallade is just getting to that Leaf Blade. Let's see if he decides to swap or not. Yes, he's going to catch what's most likely a Leaf Blade on this Medicham and might be able to counter down. It's going to be close. Man, unfortunate. Yeah, that one confusion from earlier to take out his lead Pokemon really came in handy for his opponent. Just barely got to that Leaf Blade with a few HP. And Leaf Blade's a fairly hard-hitting move from a very attack-weighted Pokemon. And this is, oh my gosh, another nice play by Sir Corey here to catch on the Medicham. I'm not sure that was even necessary because this Medicham is low and the Stunfisk still fully healthy with the shield. Anticipates it's just an Ice Punch. Oh my goodness. Energy's gonna go down here, but yeah, this Medicham is still only in Rock Slide range, and Stunfisk is going to outpace it. Plus, it still had a shield, I believe. Goes for the Earthquake for the flex. These British guys, they you'll see in the future video, in the final video of this series, that they like a little bit of banter, a little bit of trash talk, and a little bit of flexing. We'll see if it ends up working out for them. Hint, hint. Sir Corey versus Juru, game number 3. Juru down 2-0, which is a very rare occurrence for one of the best battlers in the world. Finally gets a good lead. Let's see if he can maintain it. In comes the Gallade, and he has a Wigglytuff. This is looking very promising. Not going to shield this. Can Wigglytuff take it? It can. Okay, so he knows that. But now we might see a really aggressive farm from the Stunfisk, which could pose trouble for the rest of his team. If that happens, gonna try and get to this Ice Beam. Oh my gosh, doesn't get to the Ice Beam. And now this is a fully loaded Stunfisk. Has to respect the Earthquake. Let's see if he lets it go, if he shields. He shields at the last second, and it is an Earthquake, so very nice. What is going to be in back, though? What have we seen? We've seen the Medicham, I think. Yeah, we've seen the Medicham, and is that it? In comes Venusaur. Oh man, and with shields up, this is not a good situation for Juru. Frenzy Plant, you see, does quite a bit. Probably going to swap out after trying to get a shield here. Gets the shield. Through that one counter, I'm not sure if he wanted that energy or if he was just kind of second-guessing himself. Okay, takes one Frenzy Plant. Has to get the bait here, really, to have a chance. Really needs this bait. Okay, gets to the shield. That's nice. And his opponent has been so good at making these sack swaps. He's got to be thinking about that as well. And that Stunfisk definitely has residual energy. And once again, it's another sack swap. But he really couldn't afford to not throw, because the Venusaur is going to win CMP. And if he throws one more, but now try and get to the move. And it's a CMP tie. Yeah, so just really nicely played by Sir Corey. The 3 games of Sir Corey's life to take down Jirunja for the sweep. And 0-3 for Team USA, but that's okay. And as you're gonna see here, it's not the games you lose. It's how you come back. It's not when you get knocked down, as they say. It's how you come back from it. He's against Nezabetha now in his second matchup of the round. Every player on the team plays a total of 6 matches. You have 2 opponents that you play 3 games against. He lost the lead. Now he's in here against a G-Fist. Knows he can survive one Rock Slide. I'm going to try and get off 2 moves here. The G-Fisk will have to shield one of these to retain switch. So we will see how this plays out. Second Avalanche coming in. Wow, and the G-Fisk gives up switch. Not sure that was the correct play for Nezabethan. We'll see how it plans out. Yeah, nice job just going for the Avalanche. Definitely want to get a move off, because if you just get farmed down without even chipping it away, that's especially bad. Definitely going to come in with Lapras here to avoid the Venusaur. No reason why they wouldn't go for Shadow Ball, really. But he knows that the Lapras is kind of dead weight anyway, so he just tanks it. And he's putting it all on the XL Medicham. 1493. Sorry I've been like rocking side to side if that was bothering anyone. But yeah, I guess it's just a, I don't know, like a habit. All right. Come on, Medicham. Let's do this for Team USA. Going to get to these Ice Punches like a smidge faster, I think, than the Frenzy Plants. Because, well, Vine Whip's better energy generation, but Ice Punch is a lesser energy cost move, so it's actually pretty close. I think the first one they'd actually get to at the same time, but then the next ones would be... Oh my god, it's going to be so close. a little bit of overfarm. That was so close. I guess he knew that he could take an avalanche, so he wasn't worried about it. That's just incredible counting. In comes the Venusaur again. No way. No way. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe the Venusaur thought the Medicham had a move. That is so crazy. I can't believe he outpaced those Pokemon to moves in the back. But what a win for Gyrounja. Getting the first one, got to give him some confidence. Fairly even matchup here, Medicham versus Venusaur. These matchups play out really differently depending on the shield scenarios. He sneaks in a counter there, which is nice, knowing that they get to the first one at the same time. So now he should be able to get to the next two, I believe, before Venusaur gets to one. A nice catch. Man, these British guys, they like to catch. And catches the Ice Punch there. But now G-Fisk locked in. And that Ice Punch is kind of nice because that is going to put this thing in Rock Slide range-ish, I think. I think that's around Rock Slide range. So he's going to get a nice little overfarm here. Not going to get too greedy. Could have thrown probably one more Mud Shot, but didn't want to take a chance. And oh, perfect. It didn't even matter. That was ended up being perfect. Just as the Frostlass was getting to its next Avalanche. Already has a Rock Slide loaded, going straight for the Quake. Oh my goodness, can he land it? That'd be insane. Oh, okay. Gets shielded. Nice counting by the Venusaur to farm up extra. Wanted to sack it on his Medicham. Okay, he's going to shield. Not sure if he wanted that switch to go through or not. It looked like he had clicked it before and it still went through. So I'm not sure if that's what he was hoping for. And the Venusaur going to try and farm down. Oh no, the Venusaur gets the farm. Do you just sack your... You got to just sack your Stunfisk, right? Oh, the Venusaur didn't throw. The Venusaur didn't know that the Stunfisk had a move. And all that energy goes to waste. And there is a fellow G-Fisk in back. Can he get to the Quake? Oh man, that was a little scary. Almost got farmed down, but he will get to the Quake. And then he can switch. He can't quite switch. But Frostlass is able to survive one Rock Slide. So this opponent will just double Rock Slide and... this one will not KO from full health. Frostlass not very tanky, but it can take one Rock Slide from a G-Fisk. Powder Snow down. Get that Powder Snow down. And take the win. 2-0 for Gyrounja against Nezabethan. And here we go. Both of them got that former rank 10 pose. This is before anyone was hitting Legend this season. Okay. Great lead. Well... Pretty good lead. Oh, does the opponent think he caught it? Does the opponent think he caught an Avalanche? Okay, no. He knew. He knew what Gyrounja was up to. But this is already a really good situation. The only tricky thing is the Venusaur has a lot of energy, so you have to be conscientious of that. But, okay, the Frostlass snuck into Powder Snow that time, so it could probably take this and still get to one. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because it didn't take an Ice Punch. Gonna throw right away, makes sense. Pressure a shield. He just lets it go. Does Venusaur come back in? Maybe. Venusaur comes back in. It's funny how we haven't really seen a lot of these players' rosters. It's kind of sticking to the same core. Frenzy Plant takes it out. Back comes Frostlass. Oh man, still has 2 shields. Yeah, gotta use one. But now the Venusaur should be pretty low on energy. And then this is where XL Medicham dominates. Such a beast. I only have a 1427 Medicham. I don't really have the XL candies for it. Oh man, yeah. It's definitely a noticeable difference, especially in the mirror match. You just see like the damage chunking much more against like my Medicham, for example. Can just shield this if he wants. Has the energy to then threaten the Venusaur that's still in back. Almost has 2 Ice Punches, not quite. Just gonna throw it right away. And he pretty much has this one sealed because the Venusaur has to throw a move to take it out. And this Ice Punch will nearly KO. Yeah, just barely KO'd. So that is one heck of a comeback performance for Gyrounja after going down 0-3 in his first match. He gets a 3-0 to essentially wipe a clean slate, basically an even 500 performance from him in the final. I went I forget. Did I go? I think I went 3-3, I believe. Yeah, I went 3-3 as well. So I went 1-2 in my first matchup and 2-1 in my next matchup. So we both had an even performance. Next up in the video is the one and only Dre Flames. He is waiting for Arrow Bubble to lock in his team. And here we go. Shadow Abomasnow versus Gallade. And this is kind of awkward. Obviously, you have to be really afraid of the close combat because it'll one-shot you. But Abomasnow does outpace the Gallade. And these Weather Balls, like this is probably already Weather Ball range. He is going to shield, even though it's probably a Leaf Blade. It is indeed a Leaf Blade. That's fine because he's still going to either get this second shield or take switch. He gets the second shield. Can the Gallade farm? Oh, it can't. He would have gotten to that third. So he's actually just going to let it go. He'd rather get this energy with his own Gallade, a Shadow Gallade with shields down to threaten what's in back, and this puts the opponent's team in such a tough position. Oh my god. Here comes the own. Oh, what a play! What a play by the opponent to catch the close combat on the Frostlass. But look how much that still hurts. It still hurts so bad. And then it comes Primeape, and Primeape actually outpaces Frostlass. It's 5 counters for the Night Slash, 6 Powder Snows for the Avalanche. So he's still in a good position. It was such a nice catch by the opponent. But Primeape is going to put in some work here. Can just go for another Night Slash. Yeah, nicely done. Definitely not a situation where you'd want to go to the close combat. That'd just be completely unnecessary. Night Slash is enough to take out the Abomasnow. GG to Dre Flames. Getting ready for game number 2 against Arrow Bubble. Some of the spicier picks may include Blaziken for the opponent's team and Gliscor for Dre Flames' team. This is actually, believe it or not, a good matchup for Primeape because it does outpace the Frostlass to these Night Slashes. Plus, you have that boost potential. And if you get a boost, you can end up countering this thing down. You do have to shield the Avalanche, but it's not a big deal because the Frostlass is going to have to shield this Night Slash to stay alive, and you're going to get there first. So this puts the opponent in a weird situation because you don't really want to lose switch without... Oh, catches the Avalanche, but is going to shield anyway. Gets a 1 confusion head start. That's kind of nice. Oh boy. Oh, does he survive this? I would have just thrown the Leaf Blade knowing that you're not going to get there. Does he survive? He doesn't. Yeah, I think you got to just throw that Leaf Blade to do some chip, because then maybe you could have countered down if you let it go. Or could have got a shield to scare him. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Oh my god. 2 confusion head start. The Gallade should be able to get to this close combat before the Weather Ball. Yeah, this is game over. Boom. Close combat takes out the Ice type, one-shots it from full health. That is crazy. Shadow Gallade just so insanely attack weighted, especially in the Great League. This thing, you guys see how hard it hits in the Ultra League. Scale it down to Great League, it hits even harder. Man, I just cracked my back. I wonder if you guys heard that. Okay. Going into game 3 against Arrow Bubble 66. This matchup is tied up 1-1. Arrow Bubble taking his time. People have so many different thought processes in Silph type tournaments, and how they want to select their team. Like, oh, I brought this last time, so maybe he thinks I bring it again, so I'll bring this instead. Or maybe he's gonna play this as a safe pick because he knows I've only brought these, so I'm gonna bring this. Just so many mind games, and they end up bringing the same 2 picks. And he's gonna play it differently. He's gonna immediately swap into Gallade. And his opponent, looking at his opponent's team, doesn't really have a obvious counter to Gallade. So kind of an awkward Pokemon for Arrow Bubble to deal with. Gets the shield, nice. Going to let his Gallade go and try and farm it down with Primeape. Is that the play? Gonna farm this thing down with Primeape. But you know they are going to get to this Weather Ball at the same time. So, okay. So he's actually gonna throw the Night Slash. I like this play a lot, actually. Not only will this extend the clock, which will allow him to switch if a Gallade comes in. Yeah. But I think his opponent's still locked for now. And he knows he outpaces this. He threw it on the 6th, so I believe no extra confusion got through. In comes Frostlass. Oh my goodness. Oh, gets there in time before the Frostlass. That is huge. This Energy Ball will definitely take it out. And then has to just get to a Weather Ball here. Oh my gosh, yeah. Frostlass had to commit to the farm down because it wasn't going to get to 2 moves. So the play, because if you throw a move, you're essentially guaranteeing that he's going to get there. Nicely done by Drayflames. Takes the 2-1 for Team USA. Matthew Brewer is Drayflames' next opponent. Once again, USA versus UK World Cup final. It all comes down to 8 trainers on these respective teams. Okay. Opponent catches an Energy Ball, but they're going to shield this, right? Yeah, you got to shield that against the Gallade. He's just going to stay in here. So he must have snuck in a confusion on the swap, which is really annoying. Because now Drayflames has to shield, and he probably wasn't expecting that he would have had to shield that. So that kind of stinks. But he's going to get this Weather Ball off. Okay, so Abomasnow wins switch for him anyway. And he's got 2 decent answers for the... okay. So has to come in with Gallade, and then he has the Primeape for the Lapras. The problem is both of these Pokemon are so squishy. Like, you kind of have to shield, yeah. And it was a Psychic. Wow, great shield. Just a Surf. You probably live a Surf. Okay, that was just a... oh my god. That was just an animation glitch, and you see how low of health the Gallade is, but the Gallade should have a close combat stored for from that confusion that went through. Now, he has to counter this thing down. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. No, he overtapped. He had it, and he overtapped. Oh, no. Drayflames. Drayflames was probably... He was probably worried about that moment. Maybe he forgot about it by now. But at the time, he's probably, oh no, I have to send my battles to Rise when I overtapped. Or maybe he knew that move wasn't enough and he had to get to the close combat or something, which even though it's resisted, I think still does slightly more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's such a good move that it actually does a little more even if it's single resisted. Anyway, gonna go for the aggressive farm here. Oh, that kind of stinks. But you're only down 1 shield, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get these shields back with a Shadow Gallade. Medicham, yep, makes sense. Medicham comes in. You can get to 2 Leaf Blades here for sure. Oh, no, it was his own Gallade, and he let it go. Oh my god. Now Medicham comes in. Sorry, I just saw the Psychic Fighting type in the corner, so I just assumed Medicham for some reason, but I forget that they're actually the same typing. You kind of think of Medicham as a fighter and Gallade as a psychic, but really they're both the same dual typing, which is kind of weird. And now this Energy Ball is going to do so much damage. Drayflames with this crazy attack weighted team. Ice Punch probably KOs from here. Oh, he goes to the Psychic to be safe, knowing that this one is over since there's still a fully healthy Gliscor in the back. So Drayflames takes game 2 like super comfortably after losing game 1. And now he is in here. Oh, this is not a good situation for Primeape. Yeah, just go with straight Night Slash because maybe you get a boost. And these still chunk away for neutral damage at Medicham. Now do you go for the close combat maybe? No, you just play it safe and you get to this move before he gets to a move, which puts him in a tricky situation. Because now this Medicham's going to have to throw. I wouldn't shield. I think he has 2 Ice Punches. Yeah. Yeah, nice decision there by Drayflames. You get the 1 confusion of energy with Gallade. No. You're going to take the Ice Punch. Oh, okay. Save the shields for Gallade. I like that. Because once again, this opponent doesn't really have a great answer for Gallade. Okay, now we're in the mirror, but they're desynced. Oh, this is awkward. So this Gallade's going to be super low. But it has 1 Leaf Blade. Does it get to 2? Does it get to the second? It's going to have to survive 2 Powder Snows, which I don't know if it will. Oh, it does get there barely. And that's probably the difference maker in this entire game. Still has a shield, but this Frostlass has a head start. It's gonna be real close, man. Looks like some mutual lag. This Frostlass had a big head start on energy. Is it gonna get to 2 avalanches? Oh, such a shame. Literally came down to one fast move, pretty much. Because if there's one fast move less for the Frostlass, then Abomasnow throws Double Weather Balls and wins the game. So it looks like me, Jarunja, Drayflames, did we all go 3-3, I think? Pretty crazy how even it has been against the UK, Team USA versus UK. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We are going to do a final part 3 to wrap this little series up, this little mini series. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Silph content. A little bit different. Silph related videos generally don't get the same views and attention that my GBL videos do, but they do take a lot of extra effort. So I would appreciate if you guys hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends. It'd mean a lot to me and help promote it. So the extra few hours that I put into a video like this versus a normal GBL type of video aren't squandered in terms of viewership and stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. Stay tuned later this week. I'm not sure what day I'll post it. I'm thinking possibly Wednesday night for the final part, part 3 that I'll end it on. It's going to be the world #1 ranked player, Dunebug, his battles, and a little bit of controversy, I can't talk, that ensues in the final with some crazy stuff. A little bit of an argument, some banter that happens with Dunebug and his opponent, and then it's left to one of our players. It's all put on one player, well, not me, to close it out and see if he can deliver. All right. I don't know if that doesn't hype you up. I don't know what will. Thank you guys for watching very much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.